I was born in Poland in 1934 to Reuven and Chaya Feld in a small village of Borek. I was the youngest of 5 children. My sister Sonia was the oldest, and I had 3 brothers in between, Moishe, Shia, and Yashik. We were very religious and very poor. When Germany invaded Poland in 1939, we had to wear yellow stars, and we were not allowed to go to school. By 1942, things were really bad. One day, the Gestapo ransacked our house looking for weapons and valuable things. We had neither. My father always said that God would save us. My father and Sonia had to go to work at the oil refinery in our village. One day, Sonia ran home to tell us to go into the fields for the day. The Germans had surrounded the refinery, and she thought something was going to happen. My mom begged her not to go back to the refinery. Sonia said that she would be safe, that she knew some of the Gestapo, and nothing would happen to her. The Nazis made 2 lines of the workers in the refinery. Sonia saw that my father was in the line to the right, and she ran to join him. Everyone in the right line was shot. Pudlina, a woman my mother knew, hid us in her attic. She was very poor, so every night my mother went out to different Gentile homes and begged for food. One night, my mother did not return. We knew something terrible had happened. The next morning, we learned she had been taken to the jail in Jedlice and shot by the Gestapo. I was 7 years old. Yashik was 14. Shia was 15. Yashik could pass for a non-Jew and found work on a farm. Shia and I were in Pudlina's attic for 6 months. He went out at night to get food for us. One day, from our peepholes in the attic, we saw 5 motorcycles approaching. We didn't know what to do. It was daylight. We couldn't run outside. We ran downstairs and hid under Pudlina's bed. That was one of the first places they looked. They took us to the Jedlice jail. There, the police jailer told the guard, "Take them downstairs. But there's somebody else in that cell." The jailer said, "Move him out and put them in there." It was a small cell, a wooden bed against one wall. There was a high window with bars, but no glass. It was nighttime, and we were very cold. Shia asked me to help move the bed. I begged him not to do it. He said, "Don't be a baby." He stood on the bed and saw that the window was level with the sidewalk. He said he was going to try to get out through the bars. I wouldn't have any trouble because I was so small. I begged, "Don't leave me." Shia said, "Watch for the guard and wait until he turns the corner. Then climb out. Run across the street and climb that tall fence. I'll be waiting there." The first time he tried, he got stuck. I was hysterical, pulling on him. The second time, he made it. I was crying and frightened, but I was able to get out, run, and climb the fence. I tore myself up. It was pitch black, and I couldn't see anything. I kept whispering his name, Shia. I started crying and yelling for him. A woman came out of the house and said, "Who's crying?" When I answered, she said, "Who are you?" I said, "I am Jewish, and I escaped from the jail." I asked if she could hide me. She said, "No. My husband is a guard at the jail. If he found you, he'd just take you right back and shoot you." She told me to come into the house. I remembered the public showers in my village where my mother and I went on Fridays. If I could get there, I could find my way. The woman walked me all the way from Jedlice, through the fields to Borek, to the public showers. She left me there, and I watched to make sure that she was long gone before I headed to the Korovskis. where my aunt and cousin were hiding. Shia arrived there around dawn. We hid in that attic for 2 more years. After years of inactivity, I was literally unable to walk when the Russian army liberated us. We were reunited with Yashik, but never learned what happened to Moishe or other family members.
Ungesäuert offene Herzen macht man alle Chaim. Oi, der Rummet, lass nicht ruhen, singen mir a Lied. Ist nicht tu kein bissel brampfen, la mir trinken Maim. Maim Chaim ist doch Chaim, was darf noch der Jid? So schön kommen die